Welcome to the very first episode of Tashy 497. I'm joined with, finally, Alex.
Hello.
I am also joined with Samurai.
Yeet.
And Rogue One.
Yeetus thy fetus.
And of course, I am Rogozin, and today we'll be talking about 3 topics, and the first one we'll be talking about is Soldier 76.
Specifically the fact that
he's gay.
Came out in the...
Yeah.
And, like, we're only bringing it up because the comic is about Anna, I guess.
Yeah.
And, honestly, for me, it doesn't matter too much. Like, the sexuality of the characters in the video game, it's just like...
You should play it.
Exactly.
Well, like, I'm not aggressing after it, it's just kind of like... I don't know. It just seems like that he is also gay, you know?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It seems like the community, though, is like somewhat of an uproar, almost. I wouldn't say everyone, but maybe a lot of people are upset about it.
People thought it was a cover-up.
Yeah.
When it was just established, but it seems kind of out of nowhere and convenient.
Yeah.
And it was a cover-up for, I forget the names involved, but, the literal fake girl gamer.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. That entire situation was pretty interesting.
Overwatch League.
Yeah.
You know more about it, right?
Kinda. All I know is that someone pretended to be a woman for a while, and she got a lot of support. Well, he got a lot of support, and then someone figured out that he was just dressing up like a girl, and he was getting a lot of like good publicity when he was like dressed up as a woman, you know, and it showed basically how today's not community, companies and like organizations are somewhat biased against men, because like since like he was
for men, right?
For against, because
in the favor of.
Well, it's in the case of Twitch. In the case of Twitch, it's biased against men. Yeah, because like it's mostly focusing on women in that sort of sense, because like they have like a advantage. Because there was an instance where this woman, this Twitch streamer, she said the N-word. She didn't get penalized for that, but there's this guy who's playing Fortnite, and he said "coon." But he didn't say it in a racist way. But of course, that was used as a racist slang. But in this case, he didn't use it as a racist slang.
To a raccoon?
No, it was like a guy, a white guy, a character, but he was dressed up like kind of like a robber in that sense. So he just called him a coon. Right.
So like, as in stripes.
Yes.
That kind of.
Yes. Yeah. And he got banned for 3 days, and this was like in a short period of time when she said the N-word, and then when he said coon. And
those are 2 very different things.
Exactly.
The extremity of one of them is intense, but
the other one's just like
kind of like more confusing. I'd need to see stuff. It's just hard to be like that. Again, this ties back to like the soldier's gay. Are you mad about it? Then you're homophobic.
Yeah.
I'm not mad about it, and I'm not homophobic, and you are assuming a lot of things about me. But it's just kind of like you can't say much. Like, I don't know. And if you're scared to say stuff, then I guess you're guilty too. But it's you don't know what to do. You don't know what you. What are you saying? I'm sorry.
What? Oh, who?
I think you.
Me? Oh no, Tyler. Yeah.
I don't think I was saying anything. I was just kind of agreeing with something.
I would like to say something.
Yeah.
Okay. So at one point, when I first heard about it, I saw a video on this guy saying it was like a marketing thing for Soldier to be gay, and it's just at this time something had happened, like with all those what was it, words being said, those racist terms, and just kind of cover that up and make everybody think about it, saying, "Oh wait, we're diverse," kind of thing.
One thing I'll say is they had like the art and everything at the ready, and it came out really quickly after. So I don't know.
I don't know.
Like, cause it's not easy to make a bunch of panels for a comic
Yeah.
It'd be like, oh yeah, let's throw in a photo of him with another dude. Who is that dude? His lover. Okay. Like, you know.
I just find more funny the outrage people made about it in the sense of some people felt like it was being forced upon them out of nowhere. Like, oh hey, soldier's gay thing. And it's like, people are like getting like upset over it and thinking this is forced or some shit like that and not playing anymore. When in reality, like, sure, it was never the whole focus of that story to begin with. It was all about Anna.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, like, I don't know why people seem to be intent on focusing on such a tiny, you know?
Just leaving the game because another character is gay.
Yeah.
Yeah, even though
That
like,
already.
That's kind of stupid.
Me saying that out loud makes me feel dumber. It's like, that's so.
yeah,
It's a ridiculous thing. Absolutely.
yeah.
I think people didn't get so mad about Tracer because they were like, oh, it's one. And everybody's like, oh, that's cool, they have inclusiveness. You know, we can't have too much, but you know,
Yeah.
it's dumb to think about not including too much, you know, as well.
Yeah, but like, isn't that that's like the only like that's only the second one though, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm not gonna get upset if every character on the roster likes the same sex as them. Like, fuck it, Bastion, kick in the port, go for it. I don't even care. Like, if they shoot the same amount of damage as they always did, that's okay, unless this changes, but it's not gonna be because they like dick, you know?
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think also, I don't know, this was my thing. I wasn't mad, but I was like, not concerned, what's the word? Confused. That they, out of all the characters, they would choose Soldier to be gay. Because, like I've told you before, like, it's somewhat confusing for me as Soldier being gay, you know? Because, I don't know, it's like kind of against what we know about him in that sort of sense.
He's a ride and die American soldier.
Yeah, and then, like, they put that out, I'm like, interesting. Like, why couldn't they just make, you know, a new character that's, you know, gay?
Gonna make Genji gay.
I mean, he's a robot now, so like.
I
I mean, just that is the one thing.
This
will
is
say
in
I
the
like
future,
it.
so you can do whatever you want at this point.
Wait, didn't Michael Chu confirm? Yeah, because Hana told me. Michael Chu confirmed he has a normal man's dick.
Oh.
So, okay.
Hold on. What?
No,
That's
okay.
right.
That's Hana cares a lot about this, okay? And
Of course. You
yeah, but she told me that, and I looked into it, and yes, he did confirm this, but he
Wait.
wasn't happy to say it. Michael
Did you just
Chu.
go on your phone and just look that up specifically?
No, she sent me a tweet.
Oh.
Bruh.
I'm a little smarter than that. I understand what you mean, though. Don't worry, she still sends me everything, but like, no. Doing it to another new character would probably be even less of a good play, in my opinion, because they'd be like, oh, so you're just gonna come out with a gay character suddenly, huh? You know? Like, that would be given off the more out of nowhere circumstance, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that, definitely. But why not Lucio? I feel like Lucio is kind of the kind of guy who'd be into gays, you know?
Yeah, so that is the like. Well, again, I don't really care about it. That is the one thing. Is like, it does seem a tad odd that it was Soldier they chose. But
Yeah. It's not gonna make me stop playing the game. It's like, oh, Soldier's gay. Oh, I can't play the game anymore. No, it's a small detail, an insignificant detail.
Every time I shoot the Helix missile, I'll think about it. Yeah, like, it's not gonna change anything.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's just kind of like they spun a character wheel saying, who's gonna be gay?
They threw a dart at it. Yeah.
It's like they give, like, that's how they do when they give skins to characters. Like, who's
That's
gonna
really
get the next
what
skin?
it feels like right now, cause like,
Yeah. They just
how many good skins does Zenyatta
Look
have?
at
I'm
your
not
own.
angry. I just want to know.
They don't just
Like-
throw darts. They just throw darts at it blindfolded too. Just like Bird Box challenge that shit and like, all right, well, who's gonna get a skin today?
Tracer.
Piece of-
No, Tracer. No.
It's gonna be Tracer, but doesn't he have like 50 legendary skins? It's gonna be Tracer. Okay.
Screw that.
Well, it's been like a year. At least she hasn't gotten.
At least it has
Anything.
been a while since she got one.
Yeah.
I'll give him that much. But still, she has a lot.
But to answer your question, Alex, I think he Zenyatta has a lot of good skins for sure. My favorite one has to be the Cultist because not only does it look cool, but his voice line changes sometimes, which is awesome.
I thought you were about to take a shot at me.
No. But like, if I remember correctly, I think it was like gaze into the iris, but then when you equip the skin, it's like gaze into nothingness, and I love that. That's really, really cool.
Whenever he came out with his first Christmas skin during the first Christmas event, McCree had like the Scrooge skin, and on his belt, instead of saying BAMF, it said GAMF. Because the original BAMF was, but
yeah,
bitch ass, whatever. But and then he turned it to GAMF for a greedy ass motherfucker.
Oh.
Because, Scrooge was greedy,
That's true.
the
Yeah.
whole thing. But what I don't like is a lot of guys think it was gay ass motherfucker.
Oof.
I'm like, no, it's greedy.
Like, why would it be gay? What? Like, that doesn't make any. That's literally just people fishing for problems. That's just them looking for problems. That's really dumb. Like, they should not be thinking that. It's like, oh, it's McCree. He has a G in his belt. Must be gay.
Yeah.
No, that's a little too.
Because like, what is Scrooge? Greedy.
Exactly. He's greedy.
It's
not
a lot.
Yeah.
Like, sure, you could spin a joke or whatever, but like, oh, what an icon McCree is,
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sure that really Tyler's favorite thing about McCree would be the fact that everybody attributes him to liking Hanzo for some reason.
Definitely not my favorite.
Well, like, I never saw the through line. They don't have a lot of communication with each other or anything.
I don't get it either.
Do they even like know each other at all? Cause like, Hanzo has no affiliation with Talon, correct?
No.
No, or Blackwatch. So do they even know each other? Like, exist? Like,
Probably not.
maybe Genji talked about Hanzo like twice. That's like, and Genji was in Blackwatch. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all I can think of.
Yes, I don't.
Oh yeah, that dude killed me. That's hot. Like, I don't get it.
Hey, it's a turn on for some people,
Yeah, of course. It's always gonna happen.
Exactly. But I think a game that might be a turn on for me, for sure, but I probably won't get it because I don't have the money, is Anthem. Because Anthem kind of looks like an interesting experiment if like Titanfall and Destiny had a child, it would be Anthem. But
Yeah, that's kind of.
unfortunately,
Child.
it's like, unfortunately though, it's like held by EA, and EA has been notorious for like making this really good product seem really good, but then at the last second they fuck it all up, and it's
Have you
ridiculous.
noticed this always happens to you?
It's not like.
Yes, it's ridiculous.
It's always something you like, and then like, cause with the Battlefront stuff,
Yeah, the first one had no content. Second one was loot boxes.
yes.
Yeah, like I really hope they don't do anything with Anthem because it does seem really interesting, especially because I play Destiny, so it seems like it could be kind of fun to get my hands on.
Well, like, for the uninformed, I know you said it was like Destiny, and the uninformed is me. Could you explain what Anthem is?
Oh yeah.
It's like. Oh, no,
You
go
want me to
ahead.
do it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I can do it. So Anthem is this story game in which the premise is humanity is kind of surviving at this
On the brink of
point.
extinction, kind of.
Not exactly brink, but survive, and the world is like funny enough, the title is this like great power seriously try to haunt the Anthem, and basically you gotta like try and down Shaper temples because I guess the Shapers are bad, causing destruction and whatnot. And along the way, you got like I forgot what they were called, but there's like this evil domain try to fight along the way. So basically, it's like you have both a story but also an open world free roam aspect to it.
And there's multiplayer, of course.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's also not gonna be any loot boxes or anything, which is a
Okay.
big step
Really
forward.
good. Yeah.
And
I'm
like,
glad that they opened with that.
yeah, and like the loot and like the film is kind of like the same as Destiny, common white, green, blue, that kind of stuff.
But it's drops based on your performance.
Essentially.
Essentially, yes. And there's like
Okay.
raids and such.
All buyable things will be cosmetics from what I understood.
Yeah.
Okay.
That in a basic sense is
So it has a story and it plays kind of
Yeah.
similarly to Destiny.
Yeah.
Okay.
Correct.
yeah, like,
Correct.
like you have the main story, but you can also free roam. There's activities out there that like your
What
own case.
What I'd seen from Destiny is that its story was kind of all over the place, but people liked the characters. Isn't that?
Like
Yeah.
Cade and all that.
Yeah. Like I don't know if the story was all over the place because for me
It kind of was for me for the first one.
I have not played either, so I'm just
Yeah.
outside looking in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same,
that's
same.
fine.
Yeah.
My only problem with doing with their VIP demo right now.
Yeah, that's pretty shitty. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, because basically they're doing a VIP demo right now for like the pre, which is a great idea of mine. They're making it very clear it's a demo, not a beta, so that's fine. That's
good.
all. That's good and dandy. But the problem is, I think what people saw is like, for some reason, the demo is on a 6-month-old build of the game and not the most current one.
That is
That reminds
pretty
me of
dumb.
how they handled Smash
Looting,
Ultimate.
the lose system and whatnot, the in-game currency and whatnot is on the 6-month-old build. So
Yeah.
Also,
I'm not entirely
weren't these servers down for a little bit?
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure I saw something that IGN reported that the servers were down for like a good bit. So I was like,
They always
interesting.
do that. Like, we're launching in an hour. Sorry, we messed it up. Like,
Oops, gotta wait another day.
Yeah.
Oh no.
you
I
know,
don't know.
I am curious to see how this is gonna work.
Yeah.
that's
Who's-
true.
Who is BioWare? The team that's making it again? Pretty sure
Yeah. Yeah. No, it was BioWare.
Which
and
one
yeah,
is
BioWare.
which
Yeah,
one is
BioWare.
BioWare again?
they're the
BioWare.
ones who the Mass Effect series.
That's why they kind of were still ringing in my mind.
Yeah.
Or if that doesn't ring a bell, BioWare is also responsible for the entire Assassin's Creed line.
That's true. Which luckily they stepped away for a little bit to kind of work on the games.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought
Very
Ubisoft were the ones to create the Assassin's Creed
Publisher.
publisher, right? Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's
okay.
what I thought.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like Koei Tecmo owns every anime game on the planet because of that. So Koei Tecmo and Bandai Namco are the
Yeah.
giants.
Mm.
And,
Yeah. Oh. I got a nice little thing we can talk about.
what's that?
The Bungie Activision split.
Oh yeah.
That
Yeah,
was
they're-
pretty interesting. Yeah.
I was thinking about.
Yeah, that was big news. What are you gonna say?
It's a significant change. Yeah,
hmm
somebody,
Oh, yeah.
another corporation standing up to an even bigger corporation.
Exactly.
The stories like that, they give
I like.
creators hope.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
and like a lot of people are excited for it because now Bungie. Because last time this happened with Bungie, because Halo series. Last time when a split like that happened with Microsoft, the problem was Microsoft took the Halo IP with them. So,
Yeah.
like Bungie needed it. They came out, but this time Bungie is keeping their Destiny IP with them.
Which is good. Definitely
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah, so it's nice to see what all they can do
on their
like,
own,
Mhm.
hoping to see what
not
they
held
can do.
back.
Yeah, not held back. What they can do going forward.
Mhm.
What possibly might be better. Now, I'm not gonna rainbows and sunshine, but
Right.
It's better.
Activision certainly wasn't helping the situation with them being there
hmm
because hey, give us your money.
Yeah, it's all fun and loot boxes from here on out.
Exactly.
Yeah, and like Activision came out and like, oh, for sale as we thought it was. Boo hoo. and like they thought like Destiny wasn't like gonna make any profit, but like then you have Bungie kind of like coming
Then
back.
everybody
and,
bought it.
Yeah.
and Bungie was like, oh, well, you think that, but we're over here having a party celebrating y'all being gone.
Yeah.
And
We have never
oh,
felt so free.
yeah, and like for say Activision was saying that, but it's like, no, we think we did good here. We're getting everything. You're like, yeah, so like this Activision just wants money. That's all they care about.
Yeah.
Well, it's like when.
They
Sorry.
no, you go ahead.
Okay. This is a weird comparison, not an analogy, but it's like when Notch sold Minecraft
For
for
Microsoft.
Oof.
for that big old wad that he got,
Yeah.
and now he's so bored. He has so much money, you know. Like he could just like
Yeah.
build a real Minecraft building at this point, and it,
Oh,
you would
really?
make even more. You could get all. I would go to it, you know.
Yeah,
Not even
that
like
would be
it
pretty
much
cool.
anymore. And
Yeah.
I'd be like, hey, yeah. But you were saying, Rogue.
Yeah, I was saying, Activision, I think, has too much Call of Duty. What was it? Call of Duty and Destiny series. I think this would be a good time to just kind of reevaluate some things. on
I
how they-
don't think they are though, because they're at one point. I'm not sure if they're still doing
Yeah.
it. They were selling a red dot in Call of Duty for $1.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
That is an absolute slap in the face to
Yeah.
everyone.
Oh yeah, that is just like, just come on, man. It's like it's not even anything. It's not anything like spectacular. It's literally a red dot for a reflex sight.
Exactly, and it's not the
Yeah.
fact that it's worth $1. It's just the principle, really.
Exactly,
Like
like-
that
Yeah,
they'd be
yeah.
willing to sell that
For $1. For $1.
and not just put it in the game.
Exactly.
I'd rather spend
Yeah.
$20 on
Sure,
Fortnite.
maybe if it was some like maybe it was some like really fancy reticle site that maybe has some dynamic to it. Sure, but a red dot?
Wouldn't
Yeah.
competitive players dislike a red dot?
I'm not
Exactly.
sure.
Because
I mean-
they would have sight principle at that point, where they could just know where it's going to hit.
It like
Yeah, no.
the person
Right.
who's using it, but red dot is kind of simple and easy to use. Yes.
Right. It's kind of like training wheels. To people who see letters and numbers when they play video games instead of hitboxes and people,
Yeah.
Yeah.
they think that visual aspects that are given to them are worthless. So, if you're
Yeah.
really into the game, and then everybody's paying $1 for a fishnet,
Mm-hmm.
then they're gonna get upset, and then
Yeah.
people are gonna think that it's great to buy this $1 thing.
Yep.
For those who really just don't care.
Yeah. Yeah. It does seem like a lot of companies are just like not giving a damn about the community and its consumers with a lot of things that they do. Kind of like Bethesda with the whole Fallout 76 scenario and like
I'm glad
other
you
things
didn't
as
buy
well.
That game. I'm
Yeah.
so glad you-
Yeah, I know. I was really hyped into it, but then once I heard that the beta was shite, I was like, let's not touch
It
it.
somehow topped Elder Scrolls Online's bad quality.
Really?
Like, well, I'm saying like, you've seen the game, correct? You've seen it be played.
Yeah.
Yes, I have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's really all you need, you know, to like
Yeah.
to not buy it. Like this,
Yeah.
you see the people in the game actively not having fun, and then like doing a fetch quest, and the whole time they're like, "This is the worst." And
It's just like there's just so much like, and it just continues to be bad.
Exactly.
I get if you boil down every Bethesda game, it is fetch quest the movie, but
Yeah.
they put things in between it that are fun
like the
like
like
that you-
stories and
Yeah.
such.
that you can do on your own and
Mhm.
stuff.
Yeah,
you
like
can go.
Skyrim, for example.
Yeah, Skyrim. As badly as that's like aged in some of our eyes,
Yeah.
it's still like entertaining when you got nothing going on. You know?
Exactly.
Like,
Yeah.
you look back and you're looking for
Oblivion.
some nostalgia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oblivion especially, because that game is just busted up and stupid, but it's fun. Like,
Fun, kind of stupid.
yeah,
Yeah.
And I find it ironic too. Like we were talking about, like how we hope that Fallout 76 wasn't going to be the next Elder Scrolls Online, but like it ended to be almost exactly like it.
Yes.
Which is horrible.
But like,
But at least,
an even smaller player base.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but like at least Elder Scrolls, what I hear, Elder Scrolls Online has also at least like come back from it, and they're definitely becoming a better game. But, like, so that's good on them. But like 76, like, oh my.
The only thing I think that Elder Scrolls Online would be guilty of is the fact that it has so many expansions that it turns into like WoW, you know?
Yeah.
And you have to buy the expansions to have fun sometimes, but.
Well, what happened to when gaming companies are like, oh, you want to have fun? We just released everything at launch. There you go, no updates required.
Dollar
like with
signs.
Sonic Mania.
Content update. Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
Sonic Mania. They came out with the Encore DLC, but the Encore DLC was I think $3 if you already own the game, which is an entire other game.
Oh.
It's just like, and the people who developed Mania didn't even want to make it, and then like they wanted to put Ray and Mighty in as a free download a year later after the game came out. But I guess they were kind of required a few things by the company.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Christian Whitehead, the guy who basically made a lot of the foundation of it, kind of stated that like he even wanted them to be in the launch. Like, I don't know. There's very few interviews where they're just talking, but there was that video where they're like, yeah, we were developing this alongside Sega, and they're like, wow, you guys are really good at this, and that was because they just liked Sonic that much.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Passion.
I remember back in the original Battlefront 2, like you had like every map and such.
Yeah.
And that basically goes for like any
a
game.
video game.
Yeah, like it had
That was a
everything.
video game. I never played it, but I've seen good reviews on it.
Don't ask me how much I played that game.
That was the only game I played back then when I only had my PS2.
I was like 2 years old, so I could.
And I think when I played that so much, I think when it came quick like conquest battles, I had maybe every permanent buff you could obtain.
It's just, you know the ins and outs of it so
Yeah,
much
'cause,
that
like,
you.
Yeah, because like I know like if you like did good, you would like start getting like temporary buffs throughout the match or whatnot.
Yeah.
Like endurance and. But like, and you would kind of like glow an aura that you had it on you. But I think I had like it permanently because I just had so much accomplishment. And like, it even got to a point where the Jet Trooper, which is my favorite one to play with clones, like clone Jet Trooper, I think I would use, funny enough, his pistol more.
Oh, really?
Rocket launcher.
Yeah.
It got to a point where I think like same thing. If you got a certain amount of kills, you would temporarily obtain like a powerful pistol for it, like literal almost sniper pistol thing.
Oh damn. Oh, I think I know what you're talking about. Yes,
the 40 with the beam on it.
Yeah.
Like a precision. You know, they got to a point where I had that permanently. Every time I spawned in a map, it was just there already.
I remember that.
Yeah, so, like I played the snot out of that shit.
I need to definitely get that game again for my PC. Relive some memories.
Now you got it. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. That
That's
was
all you
fun. I
need.
think Daxter, that was my childhood game.
Jack and Daxter. Yeah.
Yeah.
I enjoyed the hell out of that
Platformers,
game,
dog.
dude.
Oh yeah. Definitely.
Hell, every blaster combo on lockdown in Jack and Daxter, the blaster was like one of the weapons in Jack and Daxter. It was like, okay, you have your basic rifle. It goes do.
The sound a rifle makes, right?
Yeah.
Maybe just a little underrated.
Yeah.
Yeah, but and you know it also had like a thing, so it could it sort of locked on enemies if you moved like towards them. But basically, there was also combos with it where you could like do a spin, with like rapid fire or a short burst.
Mm-hmm.
And there were like several ways you can get it to happen. Like you could like punch someone, then activate a little burst. You could like do a spin in the air and do a burst. That. So, and I think there was this weird, not glitch, not bug, but like you want to call it tech, because I know there's like a thing.
It would be
like,
tech if it's just something in the game.
If you timed it right, when you landed from like a spin maneuver, I don't know if you had to be shooting or not, but I think if you did like a spin one burst, but the moment you landed, you could somehow fire out another one. Like
Just spawn another one.
Yeah, just fire another burst. So I would have it where I could like enter and I would like merge all of these combos together. So it was like, are you sure it's the blaster? This now feels like a minigun.
Yeah.
Like just like.
We all know how you feel like.
Like listen to how much he remembers. You know.
Yeah.
That tells you how good the game was for him.
Yeah.
Where it's like you don't have much of that.
You want a game you want to go back and then think about it 5 years later saying,
Yeah, Jack and
now
Dexter
that was good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Jack and Dexter was my shit. Like I got like the PS3 and 4 kind of like sort of copy overs for it.
Mm-hmm.
Don't we technically have like a chat room full of PS boys or PlayStation
Yeah.
people?
Yeah.
Isn't that what we got? Yeah. Because I'm sure a lot of people didn't buy the Xbox One, and it wasn't like there are people that bought it.
Yeah.
I know that. Of course, I'm not discounting that, but like,
It wasn't a lot of people.
what happened? What went wrong?
I don't know. I think.
PS4 is superior. That's what happened.
See, I was trying to avoid that.
Yeah, try to avoid
2008. No.
I think it's just preference, honestly. Like, if whatever you grew up with, you know, like
now
it's always like a bias, you know.
It's kind of
No.
like
Oh yeah.
what
I grew up with the
exclusive is
Wii.
gonna come out.
That's true. Yeah, the exclusives as well.
Yeah.
PS4 has a lot of those.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
it
would,
has way more.
you would think that with Xbox's like exclusives, it would be like successful, but
Right.
mm-mm.
But their exclusives consisted of Sunset Overdrive, which immediately was ported to PC, then PS4, you know?
Yeah.
So, like, and what was the other one
I think
on launch?
PUBG.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
PUBG. Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, that got moved to PlayStation like a year after it came out.
And it was too late.
Yeah, too late as well.
Like, yeah,
Fortnite already like consumed the market.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
They
God.
wanted to do that.
How childish do they need to be like, they stole our idea that we stole? How could they do, like,
Yeah, and like
No, yeah.
one point they're having a loss. They were gonna have a lawsuit about it. The PUBG company.
Oh yeah, no.
Ah,
that's-
yeah.
That was bad.
that's the most childish thing of all.
And like, of course, like you would think, oh, there's no way. Of course it wouldn't. But like, the problem was, the PUBG company wasn't American
Korean.
based. It was Korean, and in Korean court things are a little different.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Who ended up winning that? I didn't hear who actually
they,
won
they,
it.
they just kind of
Yeah, no.
dropped the lawsuit at the end.
Yeah, no, I think a lot of people started complaining how ridiculous it was. They just eventually like, okay, we'll drop it.
Mm.
It's also that
Yeah.
you got a
They-
bunch of old men in chairs, dog. You
Yeah.
like video games. What do you think?
Yeah.
Like, they stole our video game idea. I don't understand. Like, who's the murderer? I mean, I don't know.
There was a movie called Battle Royale. And H1Z1 had come out before that. So
Called what?
H1Z1.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That came out like way before.
And it was like an Arma mod as well, Arma 3 mod. And then it actually
Yeah.
came out as a game.
Isn't that how, like, a lot of shooters started out on Steam? Because, like, TF2 did that, right? With the Quake engine.
Possibly. Possibly.
And
I'm
then
not sure
they
about
made,
that.
They made a mod called Team Fortress, and then they never released a game called Team Fortress officially, but they built off that to create TF2.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I believe that it's something.
Along
It
those
might not be
lines.
Quake. I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
you want a good game? Freaking Lego Star Wars. You can
See,
find it.
you can't beat Lego Star Wars. There
That
you go.
was the
Exactly.
shit. That was the shit
Yeah.
back then.
had
Yeah,
everything.
that was
even the
something.
ghosts.
That was something.
All the ghosts.
I'm so
Oh, yeah.
glad that everybody understands the jokes, but like the
Oh yeah.
the master, true Jedi, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Oh yeah.
it shows up on the screen. Everybody knows
Oh.
what it means. You got all the mini
Oh,
kits.
yeah.
You got all the
Yeah.
studs. And then,
Yeah,
like,
but just like that. Just,
Did anyone
Yeah.
ever play Lego Star Wars 3? Is the question.
Oh, which
I
one
had
was
the
that one?
collection on my PS2.
It had like the Clone Wars. and
Oh
stuff.
yes, I did play that one.
Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
that one, man.
No, like legit though, the original one that I had, the episodes 4 through 6, it got corrupted, so I was stuck on a loop. I couldn't save anything. I was so
Oh, no.
pissed. I was like,
I got the one where it had like both collections,
Mm.
and I think I was like maybe like 12, and I got to the that one little town. It's a normal town with green grass and all that.
Yeah.
It's like a bunch of modern houses, and it's just a secret they put in there because
Oh, you're talking about like the Oh, what are you talking about? I know what you're talking
You-
about.
yeah, you get all the golden structures or whatever.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one.
Bruh, I haven't gotten that. What the
It was
crap?
Yeah,
It was
there's just
yeah,
a
no, it
normal
was a
suburban
secret
town in there that you can mess around in, and it
Yeah,
has a
just a-
car.
Legacy, you can
See,
like driving cars,
what
go in
happened?
houses. Like, funny enough, the ultimate goal of that was like to try to get all the studs in it too.
Oh no! I know what you're talking about now.
To do
Oh my
what?
god, I remember that.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
like you
No,
could like
that
do
stuff was the
stuff
actual.
in there. And funny enough, I don't think I ever got all of them because there was something else you can build after that with even more. I think.
And this was before people would be like, "Oh, let me look it up," and then it's like,
Mm.
okay,
Yeah.
so you found that on your own,
Exactly.
like you
Yep.
just.
Oh
I don't
man.
know.
Yeah.
Make me sound like an old man, but like I miss that, you know.
Yeah, no.
And if you honestly couldn't like find it, you would have to like to buy a book for it.
Ask
'Cause
your
some-
older brother.
Yeah.
Yeah, something like
Sick.
that.
Oh my
6-year-old me thought that was the best crap ever.
Well, yeah,
It
possibly
was.
because it was.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh man.
It's like one of those OG games, man. Like everyone knows.
I think the
Scott-
last one I played was the Indiana Jones one, which was still okay.
No.
It was pretty good.
I played the
But, like-
PSP one. It wasn't as good.
PSP
I,
one.
Lego Harry
PSP,
Potter. I played
oof.
that. That was my last one I played.
Oh yeah, that actually I played that one on the DS, which is kind of interesting.
But yeah,
Yeah.
and that's when making games like that, I think.
I think there was a like Lord of the Rings one they made.
I did
yeah.
remember that one. Yeah.
I did not play that one.
Nah, same.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Star Wars was the only one I had played.
But yeah, Lego games, you can't.
You can also multiplayer with.
Yeah, you
get
just
online
pick it
with
up.
your
Yeah.
brother, sibling. You just
Co-op.
screw around. Man.
Go to the final stage on episode 3, smack each other into the lava. and start the game. Yeah,
I love that.
That
just
was
use
good.
Yoda. I accidentally fall into the lava 30 times, and you don't care. Like you just play it again. Like, God.
Yeah.
It was
Oh,
good.
man. Well, we found our third subject, so.
Yeah, after we talked about that really fun thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man.
You gotta love these tangents.
Oh no, but hey, you know, man.
Yeah.
Just reminiscing about the old days.
Mm-hmm.
Kids today won't know. They don't know.
Nah.
Who
they
is
don't.
how
kids
much
today,
fun we
though?
had.
Like,
Fortnite
no, no,
children.
Yeah,
Mm.
those kids.
The little kids who just like dance
Things-
around.
they're just flossing in the streets.
Yeah.
I play that game and I find that stupid and cringy.
Oh yeah, no.
I
'cause
just-
you're like, I don't know, 19, something like that.
Yeah, like 20. Yeah, but like
Aren't you 20? Yeah.
yeah,
Something
20.
like that. Okay. It was-
Yeah,
it
it's
was
like-
those.
Dog, I can like drink as of tomorrow also. So that's it. I'm not going to. I don't like alcohol as a concept. It's a
Same.
bad idea.
Same.
Yeah.
Same.
But yeah, but everybody's like, "Oh, you're going to be 21 tomorrow."
Yeah, it's like,
Yeah, I get it. It's funny.
Happy
yeah, it's like,
early
hey, you
birthday.
wanna drink
Hey,
now?
thanks, dog.
No.
Birth.
Honestly, for me, I can't do it. I can't drink it because like
I'm not allowed to.
well, obviously,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
For me, I'm not allowed to either. Obviously not.
Yeah,
But no, I have an addiction to Coca-Cola, and like for me, I just love drinking things. Like that's a thing. If I like
The
it, I will
action
drink it.
Of lifting a bottle.
Exactly. And
Right,
if I
it's-
dare touch alcohol, I'm going to die. I am legitimately going like
Oh, yeah.
to get so drunk that I'm gonna fall off a ledge or something.
Right.
Yeah.
That's a way to put it.
Yeah.
Oh, I have,
Something's
I,
gonna happen.
I have a great story about. Like,
Oh. Okay.
I feel like I may have told you this before, Alex, but I don't know. But basically, I was visiting my grandparents one time, and you like if I have to too often, but if I do, I'm a Sprite fan.
Okay.
Sprite. Alright.
Commendable. There's worse.
Want a Sprite cranberry?
Stop.
I had to do it. I had to do it.
You got your
Damn
one.
that me.
Okay.
Damn that. But yeah, so basically I had some Sprite with me, and I'm sitting at the computer, and I guess like my sister comes in, and so she was doing her one. He was just kind of comes in, and like I guess she's like thirsty or something. She sees my cup, and for some reason she like wants to like borrow a sip or something. But then she like spits it out and like is disgusted because apparently she thought it was water.
Oh,
Oh,
I hate
Yeah.
when that happens.
She thought it was water.
clear sodas.
She's not like she's not a big fan of Sprite or anything. So of course that was kind of hilarious.
Right. I think
Yeah.
maybe you told me. Like
Yeah.
I've had instances where I do that, but I'm just a little bit pleasantly surprised.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's like, oh, this is Sprite. Okay. Like,
Yeah, and of course like she blames me for that. I'm like, I didn't do nothing.
I remember one time where
it wasn't on you.
I got like this this big bottle of like I don't know exactly what it is, but it was an empty bottle, and I had Mountain Dew Whiteout, which was obviously white, and so I was like,
Yeah.
oh, I'm gonna put it in this bottle. So like the entire day of school, I had this big bottle with clear substances inside of it, and people were walking up to me, he's like, is that alcohol? And I just look at them, like, do you honestly think I would bring
Why would
alcohol
they
to school?
think it's alcohol?
Because they're freaking retarded. That's why
I
they're.
would think it was water every time. I would be like, oh, he stay hydrated. You know.
Ooh,
like, it's just
I would not say it would be water though, because it's not clear, but it's a whitey substance. But
I kind of see it a little more, but
Yeah.
still, I wouldn't be like, aha, is that?
alcohol? Like, no, you
Yeah, like-
idiot.
Hey, was it that sweet Kool-Aid mix stuff?
Oh yeah,
Hit us
you
up
gotta
with
get the
that.
packets out.
Oh god.
Reminds me of that video of like that girl trying to make some Kool-Aid, and she's trying to
Ugh.
dump the sugar in it, and all of it just
damn.
sinks in.
She just looks at it. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
No. So this one time, my brother, apparently he gets some lemon juice. Okay. He
Okay.
squeezes it into a cup, gives it to me, saying it's Sprite, and I drank it.
What?
That's
I
Just-
don't know.
Pure lemon juice.
Yeah, no, lemon juice, straight up. I cried because of the sourness.
I'm
Yikes.
sorry.
It's,
When I was small, somebody did wasabi and said that it was ice cream.
That's evil.
Never again. I will never trust anyone ever. Like, no.
it reminds me of that scene from Cars 2.
Cars 2, Jesus.
Before, at least not as far as I can remember.
With food of some kind. Yeah.
Food or drink. Yeah, I don't think.
Why
I
is that so easy for people? That's weird.
And it's like I don't like, at least as far as I can remember, old in that regard. I think a lot of the times I kind of knew either like
That it was a joke.
Either like I knew it was a joke, I knew what it was. Like either they wouldn't like I think maybe you try to always be like, good.
Well, in general, it's just a good idea not to accept food from other people.
Exactly.
Like,
You can't trust them.
yeah.
Yeah. And I can't trust myself with ketchup packets either, because when I was a
Huh?
kid,
You'll
I would
just
twist
throw
them. I would twist them, and then
Oh.
one point it squirted in my eye, and I was in extreme pain.
Yeah.
I was like, ah! So I had to like go in the bathroom and like try my best to wipe it off. But like my eye was like extremely red for like 2 days.
Oh no.
It was terrible.
Well, at least you got the one-time experience, because I think with every child, it's an experimental phase where it's like, you know.
Yeah, playing with fire. If you burn off your arm, you won't do it again.
No. Yeah. They won't have an arm, and you'll be like, yeah.
You can't do it anymore.
Of course, it'd be a little less extreme, but yeah, I know what you mean.
I actually did that once where I
Burned
thought it would
off
be a
your
great. No.
Okay.
No, we're like I thought it'd be a great idea to put a napkin like near a fire, like a lit candle. So I was like, oh, I'll be fast. And no, that thing like lit up immediately and like burned my thumb, and I screamed.
Every child is a pyromaniac.
God,
Like,
yes.
What is this thing that I'm not allowed to touch? I want it way more now.
Give it to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically.
Pretty much.
It's just the fascination of fire, man. It's beautiful.
Wow.
Yeah,
Hey, look
in a
at
way,
the shiny thing.
essentially.
But honestly though, like there's if you want to play a good game nowadays, you need to go towards like a smaller company.
An indie company.
Yeah. indie
'cause
company.
They know.
They know how to
They're
sell.
not, they're not gonna get away with that.
They care too much.
Look at freaking Warframe over here, for example. They've gone for so long, and like they're fucking free as
Yeah,
shit.
Warframe is almost like a complete big company now.
It's
No,
big,
also
like,
kind of like how Fortnite did it. Like they didn't expect this to be huge,
No, they didn't.
No.
They didn't expect
and
this
they,
to
and
be.
they did it. They did it right. No, nothing. It was just all cosmetics.
A lot of people don't think it's similar, but in technicalities, like it really is just the same scenario. Like they've just blew up immediately.
Mm-hmm.
oh
like
yeah, oh yeah, no for sure.
Yeah.
they have staying power, which is what a lot of people lack.
Oh
and
yeah.
they're like, hey, what if we put these famous dances in here? Now, I will say, not crediting those dances is a problem.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the situation was now people are starting
Like,
to sue.
It's
yeah.
like any art, you know? Like, somebody'd be like, hey, I made this,
Well,
I made
the
this.
problem with that is these people submitted their dances into a
Well,
contest.
Not all of them. Not all of them. The
not
the
all.
default dance is the big one in
The
question.
scrubs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like my whole thing on that is like, on one, I know it's like it
For
is
fun.
bad, and I get it, like the whole suing thing. But I think for me, when it got to like maybe a third one, I was like, for me, it became for me, it's like now I feel like it's more or less becoming a money grab.
A little bit too
trend.
consistent.
Oh no, it is.
Yeah,
Mhm.
like this felt too a little more, like, and I feel like I'm like, because like my hunch was like, okay, fine, but now this is starting to feel like a bit of a trend for a money grab.
Exactly.
It started with one
Overwatch
kid.
kinda-
It started with one guy.
Yeah,
with
and
it.
like funny enough, well, my point dead clear that it was indeed like, okay, now this is just a fucking trend and a quick money grab, was when I heard that the mother of the
Oh yeah, that was
this
bullshit.
kid tried to sue. I'm like, when apparently the mother was now like trying to sue Fortnite for that dance. But here's the thing.
He didn't create it.
Yeah, she didn't. He specifically did that to submit it into the game as part of a contest. And thirdly, it was free. They're not even making money off it.
Yeah, of course.
So that, yeah, no, that now is just a trend for a money grab.
Is it free though? Because then you have to get the battle pass in order to get for
it's
free.
not
This is part of the free battle pass.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, okay.
They're free about it?
Fortnite
Whatever.
started doing the free version of the battle pass, which I thought was a neat idea, by the way, and I'm glad they've expanded on that. But that was on the free version of it, so you didn't have to pay for that section.
No, okay, okay.
Yeah, so like I said, it was completely free and submitted for a competition. So that's what I find really dumb. Like, yeah, now it's just a trend for a money.
I think the fact that they don't change the dances at all is the main thing. Because Overwatch has, like, homage dances, you know? Like,
yeah,
Charleston, like, it's too old. You can't be like, oh, Charleston is Fump something. No, it's just a very
Yeah.
old dance that everybody did.
Yeah.
The hustle, you know? Like,
yeah.
that existed far beyond and between many sources of media,
Oh,
stuff
yeah.
like that. And even Genji's dances are derivative of, like, 3 different groups.
Yeah.
And they aren't the same. They're just, like,
Oh yeah.
similar to. I don't know. Stuff that's not attributed to a certain artist, like even Moira's loopy, stupid ass flailing that she does. that it's an homage to that video of the cyber goth kids under that one highway. That's what that is. So
Yeah.
That dance is ridiculous, though. Oh my
Yeah.
god.
they're stupid.
Someone tries to ask Moira how you dance, and you're just.
Yeah, it's noodle.
The noodle.
Yeah. I guess with indie games, they're just really honest. Like
Mhm.
Shovel Knight, I had in time.
Yeah.
Santa Monica, that studio, beautiful.
Yeah, Santa Monica Studios is.
Oh yeah, Santa Monica.
I think my favorite game
Good.
from them of all time has to be the Unfinished Swan. I love that game. Beautiful, beautiful game.
What is that?
It was the game where like you are this kid trying to find the unfinished swan because your mother died and she would always leave paintings incomplete. I think it was that, or she died before she completed the unfinished swan. So you're on this journey trying to find it. But like, what was weird about the game was like everything was white, completely white. You can't see anything, so you have to paint the world yourself by like throwing these ink blobs, right? And it would paint the way. It was really cool, a really awesome concept.
I really like art games like that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Those are creative.
Yeah, I like when games can. Every now and then you have a game that has this really interesting concept.
Right.
Like, I know one, just like off the top of my head, I can't even remember the name of it, but one game was like, you can't even see you're blind, you have to use sounds to guide yourself.
I know which game you're talking about. I don't remember the name either.
Yeah, and like, I forget what it was, but basically like, oh, you're blind, so you have to use sound waves and whatnot to kind of guide your way around.
And even like indie fighters, if you can call them that, like along the vein of like Screen Cheat, Black and White, and even Gang Beasts, which has gotten a lot of recognition lately, even though it's not as prevalent as it was. I still think it's an operable game. As noodly and random as it can be, still entertaining. Indie games versus AAA with passion.
Yeah.
You got that, but I know the problem is always money.
Exactly.
That's always, yeah.
It's
always
they can't make.
Like look no further than like Activision itself, like not just Split, but now also Blizzard Activision having issues.
Yeah. I kind of hope that the thing about loot boxes is like the concept is just too ingenious to fail. Like you can't. It's an addictive thing that you can't like evade whatsoever. Oh, maybe this loot box will do it. Maybe the next one will do it. Like.
Yeah, and that's. I guess I can see the reason for why. What country?
Is it Sweden? I think.
Yeah, they banned a loot box system, and like a lot of people, you know, like okay, fine, they did it. That country, like, you can still earn it in game through leveling up and whatnot.
Are you talking about like we're talking about banning of loot boxes?
Yes, banning of the concept.
Yeah,
of
Belgium has done that as. They've outlawed
seeing it as gambling.
Yeah, Belgium. Yeah, they saw it as gambling, which I guess I can kind of from.
Yeah, that's reasonable.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yes.
Oh, sorry, but like if everywhere did it, what would happen? They just had to get rid of it.
Yeah.
Concept entirely.
The
and I'm not too against it. Like, I'm not against
but
it.
But it's not like heavily relying on blocks as like a thing.
Yeah.
Like when the game.
People are buying the game still.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like when the only way you can get this certain thing is by loot boxes, not by showing how much skill you're putting time in thing. Then it becomes a problem. Like what Battlefront 2 did at launch.
What'd they do again? I don't.
They
the
made
loot
it
boxes.
Box. It made it harder for you to level up your star cards.
No, it wasn't even that. Like you couldn't even level up without buying star cards.
Yeah, no. Without
or
buying
the loot boxes.
Box or like using in-game money to get it. That was the problem with that.
Progression was based off loot boxes.
Buying money.
That gets bad, and even worse was.
That's like.
Oh, go ahead.
Sorry, you were cutting out, so I wasn't able to really recognize you were talking. Mainly the fact that it's kind of seen as a white lie, you know, like not a full sin that they did that. They're like, oh, we're gonna not do loot boxes. Look at good guy EA, you know, which is never ever a thing. And I don't know. They just kind of found another way to do it, and I think that's also what will happen if we get rid of loot boxes entirely. There'll be another thing. There's gonna be something else.
That's true.
Yeah. And I think, as I was saying, like going back to the whole Belgium thing, everyone was but then you have EA over here, fucking like Belgium made this legit law, yet it's like, but no, we're gonna.
Yeah, they didn't want to comply.
No.
They're just gonna keep doing it. They're just gonna break the law. You know, like.
Well, I thought the law was made because of the EA controversy.
That's exactly what.
Okay.
No, then EA was like, nah, we're gonna keep loot boxes even though there's a law saying we can't, and that's what put them under investigation.
Well, the good thing though is that like it got so much traction and hate that EA was like, okay, we have to
do something.
A revision of the progression system. And right now, the progression system is good. Like this should have been how it was in the beginning. but it wasn't.
No,
What you
because if
described.
they would have done
Yeah.
that at the beginning, they would have. No,
It would have been fine. Nothing would have happened if they just
Right.
gave us the progression system that we have today. Nothing would have happened. In fact, I think we would
It
have
took
more
them, like,
content
Be way
because of
better.
that.
Yeah, it took them like 7 months to fix it.
Because of EA not giving them support, because like, okay, you dropped the no, not even that. It was like EA themselves dropping the ball and DICE taking the blame for it. Like, I've heard news outlets and stuff, saying that we would be we would already have Grievous, because we would be getting him around like June of last year, but because of the whole controversy, we had to get him like we had to get him like
Had
at
to get
October.
people off that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
To deal with this. Yeah. But
Mhm.
like, too little, too late.
Yeah.
You know.
Almost, yeah.
I don't know.
But they're still going at it, which I'm glad they are. Still giving us
Yeah.
content here and there. We've
Those
received,
people would've- Yeah, go ahead.
we received, Grievous. Received a new map, Genosis, really good map. Unfortunately, we can't play it because the whole, which planet you get is kind of retarded.
What map?
Wait,
yeah.
you can't play it? You can't play
Well, no,
it?
it's
Technically.
hard because the map
Yeah,
rotation.
map
The
rotation.
map
That's what I
rotation.
mean. Yeah.
It's not in rotation, it's in the game.
No, it is, but like it's to the point where like you can't play it because all the maps will play first, and then you get to play Geonosis. But then at that point, you're just like, I don't want to play anymore.
I want to play more and burned out.
Yeah. Because like each
Okay.
match is like what, 30 to an hour, basically.
Yes. It is a
Yeah,
long
pretty
time. That
Yeah.
game does last a while.
Because like you got different objectives and such.
Right.
But I mean, I still like the game somewhat. But if they came out with a Battlefront 3, oof, I don't think anyone would trust EA at this point.
That's like,
No.
well,
No.
even like doing the loot box system for Battlefront 2 again, they were just kind of like, maybe we can get another cookie from the cookie jar while mama's watching. You know, like,
Yeah.
you know, they should have known they were gonna fail on that account, but they were so greedy they wanted it anyway.
Exactly.
Like,
Yeah.
Mhm.
But see how they kind of pulled it off at first, like how like they
Yeah.
thought was going to be a good idea. Is like, since we're not gonna make them pay $50 more for the battle pass, not a battle pass, but like a season pass, we'll
Yeah.
give all the content for free. You know, like, and they
It's a
put that
trade-off.
up front. Exactly. Like
Yeah.
they promoted that like always. They always promoted that. It was like, here you go, free content,
Yeah.
you're welcome. And no one really paid attention to the loot box system. Like everyone was like, oh, loot boxes, okay, that could be an
of
issue.
course, there's
But-
always loot boxes.
Yeah.
See, that's the main thing, being kind of stagnant and just accepting.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Until it bites you in the ass, and you're like,
not
well,
doing anything about it.
yeah,
Like, this is the way things are now. No, it doesn't. It doesn't have to be. Like, don't buy the game. Don't support it if. Well, I know people are gonna buy the game because they like Star Wars. You know.
yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
That's
Like,
why I bought
don't
it.
support a system that is, terrible.
But we,
Yeah.
we are making strides for that because with Battlefield 5, the guy who like not the CAO, but like some important dude, he basically told people, do not buy the game, and guess what? Not a lot of people bought
Nobody
it.
buy the game. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's like if you don't buy it, don't like it. And of course,
Yeah, like-
what do you know?
Yeah,
What,
What
you guys don't
if
have
they were-
phones?
Oh.
Like,
oh my god, this
See-
fucking Diablo
If-
Immortal.
that game is doomed.
Oh God.
It's
Oh.
Wait,
For
what
that.
game? What game?
Not only
Diablo.
was it
Oh,
on the
for
phone.
starters,
Mobile
why do you
Diablo.
think a mobile-only game would be a good idea?
The reaction that they got was hilarious. It was
Collect
beautiful.
booze. Yeah, I'm so
Yeah,
glad
and, like-
that happened instead of people awkwardly like, okay.
Yeah.
Like,
like
what do we
they-
do?
Like boo, and like fucking, but their response just in like the most
They
like,
mocked the crowd.
Like, do you not have phones? Like,
Don't
of
you-
fucking
like-
course we have phones, but we don't want to play that damn game on
We're
the
all
phone.
recording you right now. Like,
like what?
Oh,
Uh.
when they asked for questions, there's this guy who was like, "Is this an early April Fool's joke?" I'm like, "No."
please let this be a joke. Yeah.
Oh, dude, I felt so bad for the Diablo fans because they were expecting like a real game, and then they're
Well,
like,
yeah, of course. That's why they all showed up. That's
Yeah,
why they show up
yeah.
every time. They're like, maybe this time maybe. Like,
"But no, it's a mobile game." It's
Uh.
extremely unfortunate. Oh, and then you have Alien
You know-
Isolation. The
Really?
sequel for that is a mobile game.
That game was so cool, though.
It was.
Concept,
Alien,
like,
oh my god, Alien Isolation was such a good game.
It was beautiful.
I
Like,
could see
Yeah.
the game looked great too. There was that,
yeah.
and it played like an actual. Hey, you're fighting this very smart thing. That's
That
Yeah,
can't
like,
die.
yeah,
like,
that doesn't
the
die.
AI would adapt, like the alien AI, the things you did.
Like you keep going in this hole. Okay, I'm gonna go on the other side of the hole. Like,
Yeah, and like,
or even reach in there and grab you. Like it's.
Oh,
not
that's
powerful.
horrifying. Yeah.
You know?
Oh yeah. If I don't, unless you were lucky enough to lean back and just pray and hope he wouldn't open it up on you, then yeah.
Yeah, I have seen clips though of that game where it doesn't work out, but most of the time it does. But when it doesn't work out, it's just kind of like, okay, the AI is not working very well right now. That's bound to happen with everything.
Like,
Of course.
But 90% of the time, you are terrified. There's
Yeah,
a
and of
thing
course,
that's
like-
coming for you.
Yeah, and you have weapons to fight back,
Are
and
you
and I like you have the handgun, you have the shotgun, you have a high-powered nail gun.
And it stuns it for maybe 2 seconds, and then
Yeah.
Yeah, but
you run
sure,
away as hard as you can.
for
like-
killing the like, little synthetic robots, and they go rogue
yeah.
and whatnot.
Oh, that was
yeah.
a good part. That was
Please
cool.
come with me. Like, you know, those
like-
those were scarier to me.
Or like, and like I find it weird, like whenever you eject the first alien, because the game makes you think this is the only one, but later you
No.
find out, oh, nope,
No.
there's more. But yeah, but like whenever you eject him and the
You're like,
robots
"Ah."
are just suddenly super hostile.
Yeah. Man. And then they made a mobile game.
Yeah. Of a sequel of that, which is like, oh well.
I didn't even know about that. either, like-
I heard that game did really first, but then, like,
Yeah.
in the beginning when it first came out, it was received really well, and then they make it.
You wanna know what's wild?
How does
It
that
was
make
published by Sega.
Yeah.
Was it
That's-
really?
Yes. And they actually floated for a little while because of that game, like they did with Bayonetta. But,
Huh.
you know, then Sonic Boom came out the next year.
And that just yeeted them off the map.
Yeah, they yeeted them off the planet. Like,
And let us not forget Sonic Forces.
mhm.
Oh god.
Why they do my boy dirty every single time? Like,
And then the movie. Let's not forget the movie.
hey, they're two friends of mine. They're like, we're gonna take you. You can't, like, you're not gonna get away from this. You're gonna see this. Like, and I've accepted
Why
it's
are they
bad.
making a movie?
Because they
Like-
can.
Cut money, Tyler. It all
Yeah.
comes back around. It's
Dinero.
it's rude.
Money grab, like
Some
what
things
we said
don't
earlier.
Need it though.
They also did like blue arms. Every bad Sonic thing has blue arms. Like, why is he a rat and there's a normal human? Like, why does he have normal legs? But he's a rat? Like, I thought that poster was a Photoshop joke. I can't believe this. Like,
I think it actually was a joke because like
it was real.
Was it real?
Yeah.
No.
There are those in the movie theaters. They had like people standing next to them taking photos.
Bro.
I know they do them dirty every time. Like,
Holy
What?
shit.
That's why I talk about Sonic Mania so much, because I want to forget. Like, you know, like
Yeah.
It was a good day, but no.
the year turned out to be dark. You know?
Damn.
Oh man, I literally thought it was a joke. Oh god.
It's real.
That's
man.
horrible.
I wanted to think Monster Hunter World movie was a joke, but nope.
Yeah, that too, Tyler.
Wait,
you
that's a
thought it was a
thing?
joke.
That's
Yep,
a thing?
that's they're
Oh.
making it. Yeah,
It
I'm
has
like,
guns in it.
What? Really?
Like, is it?
They
is
use
it bow
guns.
Sonic's gonna use a gun. He's gonna pull out a pistol.
No.
And
That's
not-
like Shadow
and
the Hedgehog type. No, we're talking about Monster Hunter movie.
Oh.
That would be wild. I'd watch it.
They made a Halo movie back in the day.
I remember that.
Did they?
Not even like
Yeah,
yeah,
no,
they did.
It was pretty
Yeah,
bad.
they did.
Could have been worse though.
Fucking like
Yeah.
not even like the bow guns, just guns.
Just guns.
What? No.
Like, Brian, all of the 5 minutes that you played that game, did you see a gun?
No.
Like,
Well,
yeah.
kind of. It was like a blunderbuss almost. I think I saw.
Wasn't there like a?
There's a cannon.
There was something. Yeah, there were cannons.
Yeah, and you had like
were
ammo as
separate-
well.
They were separate weapons,
Yeah.
like the sentry crossbow things that you had. But
Yeah.
nobody had a gun. We're
No.
talking we're talking AKs. Like,
Oh
that's
my
what
God.
is in this movie.
Oh, why?
But honestly, though, that's kind of like a cool concept. They're switching it up. You know?
Right, but like
That's
they
not
switched
what...
up the Sonic movie too.
Yikes. That's
You
true.
know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
Like monster, like the bow guns is about as.
That's
Close to a gun.
Yeah. And most people are using like hammers, swords,
Mhm.
longer swords, bigger swords, various
Bows.
amounts of swords, bows,
Bigger bows.
bigger bows. Like,
This one sword that does this thing. This one sword that has this fancy doohickey. The weeaboo
No.
swords.
The weeaboo swords.
Kalashnikov, 12
No,
guns. Like,
Man.
it didn't even show like a monster in the trailer.
Oh,
It was
really?
just some dudes in some army outfits. That's what also throws me off. They don't have like parts of monsters hanging off them like they do in the normal games.
yeah.
Where it's like the armor. It's just some dude that is from the army. Like,
I don't know.
This might be like that might be because they want a new audience, trying to get more people into it, you know?
well, yeah, that's the thing. Getting more people, and the more people you get money.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know.
We're gonna put Sonic in a movie. He's gonna have Mickey Mouse size, and he's gonna have normal shoes and legs, so that real children can relate to them. So us robots can also relate. As we inhale them, I can't believe it's real, but it is.
Oh god.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Man,
It's a
this
thing.
is just like the cultural greed episode is the first one that we have to do apparently.
Oh yeah.
But hey, that's how it works.
Mm-hmm.
Unless we
That's how
change it.
Mafia works.
That's how.
That's how mafia
You're
works.
welcome.
Exactly.
Because part 5 is out right now, there's so many like Giorno, that's how Mafia works jokes. Because it's in Italy.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. That's my other obsession. It's JoJo. But, you know. They can't
Yeah.
do them dirty because there's too many of them.
Hmm.
Like, unless we're talking about Jump Force. Now that, I don't know, the aesthetic of Jump Force just looks. Does anybody here know, like, what I'm talking about?
No, I'm trying to think about what you are talking about. Jump. Oh no! It's at that game where like they had like multiple, well-known
Like all
characters
the
of anime.
Yeah, that.
Right.
Have
Yeah.
you seen the art style for that game?
Yes.
Does it look? It reminds me a lot of Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite.
It does. Yeah.
Yeah, where they made Dante look like Tony Hawk. And I'm not talking when he was good at skateboarding.
Yes.
Like,
when he was like dried up.
Yeah.
they got all like these unnecessary lines on them, all these like fabric patterns that make them look like they're in the same like real universe when they're meant to be in their own like art style. So
Mhm.
it just looks so bad. I haven't really investigated the gameplay enough to be like, and I'm not gonna buy it. I think, even though Jotaro's in there, I know I'm biased.
yeah. It's like just JoJo's in there now. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah, that would have been enough if the game was any good.